Day 738 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 2553. Separate the digits in an array. The difficulty level is easy, so you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what this question says. Given an array of positive integers nums, return an array answer that consists of the digits of each integer in nums after separating them in the same order they appear in nums. To separate the digits of an integer is to get all the digits it has in the same order. For example, the integer 10,921, the separation of its digits is an array of integers 10921. All right, y'all. So that sounds simple enough, but let's go ahead and take a look at these examples just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So, in example 1, we have our input nums equals an array of integers 13, 25, 83, 77. The output is an array of integers 1, 3, 2, 5, 8, 3, 7, 7. The explanation says the separation of 13 is 1, 3. So we just take this and separate the digits into 1 and 3. Boom. Then the separation of 25 is 2 and 5. So once again, we take this 25, separate the digits, we get 2, 5. Then the separation of 83 is 8 and 3. So once again, we take this 83, separate the digits, and we get 8, 3. And then the separation of 77 is 7 and 7. So we take this 77 and make it 77. So the answer is 1, 3, 2, 5, 8, 3, 7, 7. Note that the answer contains the separations in the same order. All right, y'all. So that sounds simple, but let's take a look at example 2 anyway. So in example 2, our input nums equals an array of integers 7, 1, 3, and 9. The output is 7, 1, 3, and 9. The separation of each integer in nums is itself. The answer is equal to 7, 1. An array of integers 7, 1, 3, and 9. So in this example, we didn't have any 2-digit or 3-digit integers to begin with. All of the integers they gave us only had 1 digit, so we didn't have to change anything because they were already 1 digit. Whereas up here we had 2-digit numbers, so we had to split each number up by 1 digit, right? So it could be more than 2 digits, right? It could be as many digits as needed, like it is up here, but in this case, it just happened to be 2-digit numbers. We just split them up like this. Down here, they were 1-digit numbers, so we didn't have to split up anything. Boom. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. The solution is not that difficult at all. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get an array that will store the separated digits. So we need to create our output, or we need to create our output array, I should say. So we're going to declare a variable called result, set that equal to an array of integers, boom, where we're going to store our output. Now we need to iterate through every number in the input array by saying for num in nums. We're going to open up the bracket, and we're going to convert the number to a string, then convert each character back into its numeric digit. So we're going to say let digits equal, it's going to be a string, open up the parentheses, pass in num, come outside of that, we're going to say dot compact map, open up the brackets, we're going to say $0 dot whole number value. Boom. Then we're going to append all extracted digits into the result array. So we'll come underneath this and we'll say result dot append, open up the parentheses, say contents of colon digits. Then we're going to return the final flattened digit array by coming over here, and we're just going to say return result, y'all. Boom. That's all she wrote. Let's give it a run. Make sure it runs properly. It's accepted, so let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. And look at that, y'all. 6 milliseconds beats dash percent of users. Not too bad, not too bad at all, y'all. So, with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.